Leading an effective team, recommended on a new performance evaluation system. These are the sections that we're covering. An introduction to our team called TeamEd, standing for Employee Development. The task is to build and lead a highly motivated 7-person problem-solving team. It'll be cross-functional with a diverse membership, and it will possess the necessary knowledge and skills to achieve the goal. Our purpose is to recommend a new performance and evaluation system by December 15th, and that is also our goal. There is one fact that's important to know, is that the current system is outdated and greatly reduces employee morale each year. The team composition, we've got those different departments. The human resources will be a leader, also an advisor and a thinker, source of employee development concepts. The operations person will also be a strategist and gatekeeper based on their strengths, and also a key user trainer in the new system. All of the members will be key users and trainers of the new system. The information systems rep will also be a software advisor. The term will have a diverse composition. It'll have people from all the different departments with different backgrounds and disciplines. We'll have a mixture of years of experience, gender, cultural backgrounds, and there will be special technical and leadership requirements as well. Selection criteria for our team, remembering that none of us is as smart as all of us. It will be a cross-functional team with diverse composition. People will have the technical expertise needed. They'll be able to manage tasks and have strong interpersonal skills. This shows the stages of development that we expect our team to go through as we form, and then we'll go through a storming phase where we're challenging each other, learning about each other's strengths and weaknesses, and putting together an approach for a team. Go through a norming stage where we're developing group norms and matching the norms of the organization and evolving into a high-performing team. We're building the team in such a way as we go through a selection, we'll work together and collaborate together, we'll assess and train, diagnose and measure performance, we'll regroup as needed, set and clarify goals and expectations, we'll review progress, establish norms, and we'll have a team-focused structure. That will develop into a team that celebrates success. It'll have a reward and compensation. There'll be people working on individual tasks and goals and participation. There'll be team goals, tasks, and collaboration, individual and team feedback, including 360-degree feedback, shared goals contributing to organizational goals, weekly progress, update meetings, Gantt chart used with member updates, team building to assess trust and train and learn and grow. Trust is very important in our team building and other activities. Team structure conducive to high-performance team. Conflict resolution. Utilizing member strengths and talents will tap into the Clifton Strength Finder system. We'll have fact-based consensus decision-making using Kettner-Trago. Team dynamics of this integrated team. We're going to have an integrated team approach. We'll have individuals, organization, and team. Members of the team will be encouraged to contribute into the internal team dynamics. Those characteristics are harmonizer, compromiser, commentator, collaborator toward a decision, holding each other accountable, and the leader guiding members. We'll also have external dynamic characteristics that we want to enable members to assume roles in that involve the external functions of the team, information dissemination, buffer, advisor, gatekeeper, coordinator, strategist. Team coaching is going to use a situational leadership approach. There'll be times when the coach is participating and listening and encouraging and facilitating. There'll be times when he's coaching, where he's explaining and selling and consulting. There'll be times when he's delegating to give freedom to decide, and other times where he's telling, where he organizes and tells what and how to monitor closely. So that's the situational leadership. Coaching will involve team members individually at times, the team itself through functions and activities, and they'll be coaching the team at specific times and specific conditions where it's needed or appropriate. Intrinsic and extrinsic rewards will fit the financial outlook of the company. They'll be controllable and measurable, encouraging in nature, cultivate vision and mission of the company, provide guidelines for growth, and inspire and reward team-based performance. What does that look like? We'll have shared objectives that will be goal-based. There'll be a group incentive bonus that's an equally divided lump sum, $2,500 per member max. They'll be comprised and determined the maximum amount based on weight factors of those 4 categories. We'll celebrate tasks being completed on time, recognize good attendance, celebrate team success together, recognizing task completion and knowledge contribution. We'll also recognize individual contributions of knowledge and expertise. Celebrating results that come from collaboration and consensus. We're going to have fun working together on this project. We'll be using a win-win approach, and that will be evident in the team. And as I said earlier, we'll have fun working and learning together. Interpersonal processes that we are going to use to influence effectiveness. We're going to use a conflict resolution, collaborative approach. We're going to build a team with a high level of trust. And in certain cases where expertise dictates, we'll use an accommodating approach. Team mental model will be a team-focused mental model. Group learning will be a focus. The team will function together and solve problems together. Communication will be done together, weekly meetings, and subgroup activity. Team intelligence survey. The team will conduct team building. Trust and collaboration and relationship development will be an early focus. Roles, task assignments will also be developed and agreed upon. A culture of positive, engaged, and interactive teamwork will be implemented. Weekly team meetings keep members involved and appraised of progress. Successes will be celebrated at those meetings. As I mentioned earlier, we'll have feedback, both individual and group, both 360-degree feedback. Intuitive judgments of team mental model will be compiled. Concept mapping will be done as a later step in the team's development. Strategy and characteristics of a good communication they'll include we'll stress listening to each other's ideas and perspective. We're going to focus on different perspectives, calling out of the thoughts of those remaining silent. Conduct one-on-one feedback with members in order to clarify roles, authority, and teamwork. Establish face-to-face interaction in the team to support group discussions and sharing of knowledge. Use cooperative approach to analyzing and planning. Ensure discussion of alternatives prior to conclusions and decisions and supporting differences. We want to create an atmosphere of considering different ideas. Using a collaborative approach to solve problems, recognizing each other's experiences and strengths. Using consensus decision-making, resolving conflicts quickly so the team can continue to work on tasks and plan. Conduct team-building exercises to build relationship and trust. Trust is critical. Discuss the team mental models with the team members so they understand how to be more effective and foster a learn and grow culture on the team. Conduct concept mapping to measure the team's mental model. Each member's perspective helps define a summary of the team's mental model. The impact of the leader's role, well, communicator and active listening will be important. Thoughtful, careful listening to all ideas, opinions, and perspective, using paraphrasing, adapt communication to the audience and purpose, be clear, concise, honest, and fair. Will also be a thinker, understanding how different work units or sub-teams function together, responding to both internal and external expectations, events, and changes, identify and understand strengths and weaknesses from within, identify the external opportunities, threats of the team using a SWOT analysis, aware of how objectives are influenced by forecasts and organization, aware of competitors by assessing and benchmarking. Be a decision maker. Use a consistent approach to decision making. Collaborating, consensus, factual data are key elements. Will follow a process such as Kepner-Tragle problem solving and decision analysis, and the leader must be able to foresee the impacts of the team's decisions. He'll also be a team builder, building the team in such a way as to recognize and use team members' strengths, matching their strengths with tasks to a greater outcomes. Empowerment, encouragement, recognition, coaching, and confidence are all elements. Environment that fosters development and growth, being engaged and motivated. We're going to use the Clifton Strength Finder and HR departments to help identify member strengths. Image building will be important, instilling fairness and integrity and professionalism in the culture of the team. Trust is one of those results. Being open-minded to each member's ideas and inputs, and respond to questions and requests and support each member. In conclusion, we covered a lot of topics, but we introduced Team Ed. We explained its primary goal of developing a recommendation for a new employee development system by December 15th that will improve employee morale. We talked about roles and behaviors, team performance and productivity with the best practices recommended. Reward and compensation strategy was recommended. Developing team intelligence and focusing on interpersonal influence on effectiveness and also effective team member communication. We also discussed and talked about strategy for a team leader dealing with the challenges, the impact of their role, the strategies were recommended. Thank you very much, and we look forward to you being on the team.